Hey folks, Rick Lynch here, retired U.S. Army Lieutenant General and the author of Adapt or Die, Leadership Principles from an American General. You know, in today's society, we have a situation. Less than 1% of the American public have served our nation in uniform, but we all enjoy the freedoms provided by that select few. As a result of very few people serving in uniform, 76% of the American public says we have no idea what the veterans went through in places like Iraq and Afghanistan or what they're going through now. So I think we have a blessing with the movie American Sniper. I took my son-in-law to see it last week. We saw a movie that I believe is an accurate reflection of what's happening on places like Iraq and Afghanistan. It's an accurate reflection of what the battle is like, and it gives you a sense of what our American service members are going through. What's worrisome to me is the conversation now after the movie. People see the movie and some folks come back and they want to debate whether or not Clint Eastwood should have used a real baby or a baby doll in the baby scene, or they want to talk about the discrepancies between the book and the movie, and they want to talk about things like we shouldn't have went to Iraq in the first place. That's the wrong conversation. I'm hoping the conversation goes around three things as an American public. One is, okay, now we know what it was like in places like Iraq and Afghanistan. We know what our volunteer service members went through on the field of battle. The second thing is I want them to acknowledge that, hey, in the course of almost 14 years at war, we've lost 6,000 service members. They paid the ultimate sacrifice on the field of battle. 50,000 more came back with wounds, visible wounds, and over 150,000 more came back with invisible wounds. The movie shows you why that's occurring, why folks have visible wounds from the roadside bombs and the enemy snipers, and invisible wounds from the traumatic events that take place over there. And you saw some of that in the movie. As a result of those traumatic events, folks are having post-traumatic stress disorder, and at least now the viewer's got a general idea why that could be. And the last thing I hope we start talking about is the impact of the family. The movie portrays accurately the impact on the family of these multi-deployments to places like Iraq and Afghanistan, the impact on the marriage, the impact on the children, the impact on the relationship. So let's think about that. Let's take the conversation away from silliness and say, okay, if that's what these 2.3 million Americans who have served our nation on the field of battle in Iraq or Afghanistan have been going through, and that's what their families are going through, what can we do to help? What can we as a society do to help them through those difficult times? And remember, it ain't over. We believe we're going to be fighting this global war on terrorism for many years to come, and our service members, America's true heroes, need our help. Take care, and God bless.